Welcome to the lab class of limestone flotation. There are two aims defined in this lab: to study the effect of time on flotation of limestone and to study the effect of collector dosage on flotation of limestone. These are the requirements of the experiment. We need limestone, approximately 600 grams, which should be finer than 100 mesh. We need sodium hydroxide to control pH, but sodium metasilicate to depress pyrite, dodecylamine as collector, fine oil as frother, tap water trays for collection of froth, vacuum filter for filtration of froth, filter paper that is used in vacuum filter, air oven for drying the froth, balance and desiccator. This is the procedure defined for the first aim. So you need to prepare slurry which is approximately 20% by weight. That means you need 600 grams of limestone and 2400 grams or ml of water. You can prepare slurry separately in a container, then feed it to the flotation cell, or you can prepare directly in the flotation cell itself. Then you need to check pH with pH paper. If it is less than 8, then you need to adjust it by adding sodium hydroxide up to 8. Then you'll add few drops of sodium metasilicate to depress pyrite. Then 2 ml of dodecylamine is added as collector, and you need to give some conditioning time. Then you can add 4 to 5 drops of pine oil, which is a frother. This is also given some conditioning time so that it is fully distributed. Then you will open the suction valve and let the air bubbles be formed. So as soon as you open it, you'll see that the froth has started forming. Then it starts coming out. So you will collect the froth in intervals of 10 seconds. So 10, then 20, then 30. So this is actually in continuation: 10, then 10 seconds, then further 10 seconds. So you will collect the froth in the trays, filter it using vacuum filter, then dry the froth in air oven, then take the weights. After that you will do the chemical analysis, calculate the grade and recovery. So these are all done by following standard procedures. This is the procedure defined for the second aim. So in the similar way you will prepare slurry, that is 20% by weight. So 600 grams of limestone and 2400 ml of water. You will check the pH and adjust the pH to 8 by adding sodium hydroxide if it is less than that. Then you will add sodium metasilicate to depress pyrite. Now here, since we are changing the collector dosage, so I've defined the collector dosage here: 0.5 ml of 10% dodecylamine will be added. Then it will be conditioned for 2 minutes. Then you'll add 4 to 5 drops of pine oil as frother. Then condition it for 1 minute. Then you'll open the suction valve and let the air run and form the air bubbles. Then you'll collect the froth for 30 seconds. So here we are not collecting in intervals, we'll collect the entire froth for 30 seconds. So this froth will be filtered in using vacuum filter. Then you can dry it, take the weights. Then you will repeat the whole experiment by changing the collector dosage to 1 ml, then to 1.5 ml. And you will collect all the products, that is 3 froth products and 3 tailings. Then you will perform the chemical analysis and calculate the grade and recovery. Now let us take a look at how this is actually done in the lab. So here you can see the operator is adding limestone solids to the flotation cell directly and making a slurry. Then we mix the slurry to make it uniform. Then we check the pH using a pH paper. Okay, so pH seems to be good. So now we'll add sodium metasilicate. So we have added sodium metasilicate. Now we'll add the collector, that is fludecylamine. See these things, the collector and the frother, if the dosage is defined, you need to measure what should be the volume to match that dosage. Then using a micropipette, you will take that volume and you will add in the slurry. This is, the video is just a demonstration, so whatever has been added, it is not visible. So while doing the actual experiment, you have to measure it, then add it. Then you will condition, after addition of collector, you have condition for some time. Then you'll add pine oil as frother. So few drops of pine oil. Okay, after that you will open the air valve. This is your air valve that is opened, and you can see the froth has started forming and it has started coming out. So with the help of scraper, the excess froth in the upper layers, it is simply removed. There is no additional arrangement for continuous flow of the material in the cell. That's why we are using this scraper. Otherwise, if there is continuous flow of material from one end, then it keeps on flowing to the other end. So we have collected our first froth. If we are doing for studying the effect of time, then we'll collect it for 10 seconds. Then next froth will be collected for 10 seconds. So here we are collecting for another 10 seconds. Then for another 10 seconds we are collecting the remaining froth. You can see the intensity with which the froth was being formed has actually reduced, because the frother, that whatever we had added has already been taken out along with the froth. So we have collected 3 samples here, 3 froths. So this is froth collected initially, then after 10 seconds, then after 10 seconds. So if it is with, if the study is with respect to time, you will collect in intervals of 10 seconds. If it is a second aim, that is if you want to study the effect of collector dosage, then you will collect the entire froth that is coming out for 30 seconds. Then you will repeat the experiment by changing the collector dosage, then again by changing further the collector dosage. So you'll have 3 froth. Tailing is not shown here, but tailing is also collected. Tailing is larger amount, so that will require filtration for longer time. So I've shown only the froth. So you can see this is a filtration setup. This motor compressor generates a suction pressure of 1 bar. It is connected with the glass flask, so the air is sucked with this pipe. This funnel is porous and it is tightly fitted into this flask. Here let's take a look at the top. So you can see it is porous and we have placed a filter paper over it, so that when the material is fed to it, so it remains on the filter paper and the air is sucked through the pores. So, and along with that air, whatever is the excess water present in the material, that is drained and that is collected in the glass flask. So these are the samples that we have taken. These are flotation products of limestone, and there is a filter paper which is used on the funnel. Now you can see it in operation. So the operator is feeding onto the funnel. So after feeding, you can see the micro bubbles that are there in the froth, they are breaking because the water is being sucked downwards. So you will prepare the report in similar way as we have done for iron ore flotation. So in the as per the first aim, we are studying the effect of time. So you will find out the grades and the recoveries, and you will plot a curve. And as for second aim, you will vary the collector dosage and you will find out the grades and recoveries. And here also you plot a graph.